thought the message was really beautiful, on top of the fact that this story is incredibly moving. It's she's a hero.
Assalamu alaikum guys, this is Amna Tariq and I welcome you into another special report. You're watching Desi TV, so let's dive into it. Esther Abrami new album Women celebrates 14 female composers across history. Let's get into the details. In a groundbreaking move to elevate the voices of female composers throughout history, celebrated French violinist Esther Abrami has released a new album titled Woman, a musical tribute that spans centuries and styles, bringing together the work of 14 women whose contribution to classical music have too often been overshadowed. From contemporary brilliance of Academy Award-winning composers Rachel Portman and Dudley to the historical legacies of 19th century trailblazers like Ethel, Smyth, and Pauline, Viardot, Woman is a rich and evocative collection that gives long overdue recognitions to the creative genius of women in the music. The album opens a musical dialogue between the past and the present by placing historical and modern composers side by side. Abrami invites listeners to explore not only the evolution of musical style but also the persistent challenges faced by women in the classical musical world. Ethel Smyth, a composer and passionate advocate for women's rights, is the best not only for her bold symphonic work but also for her involvement in the suffragette movement in UK. Meanwhile, Pauline Viardot, a French composer, mezzo-soprano, and teacher, was a central figure in the 19th century European music, closely associated with the composers like Chopin, Liszt, and Saint-Saëns. Yet her own compositions have remained largely unperformed. On the contemporary end, Rachel Portman became the first woman to win an Oscar for the Best Original Score for Emma in 1997, and Dudley, also an Oscar winner, has seamlessly blended classical tradition with popular and cinematic music. Their inclusion on the album underscores the growing but still unequal presence of women in modern composition. So guys, if here we discuss about the Esther Abrami's mission, Abrami's affairs to advocate for inclusivity in the arts, curated women not just an artistic project but as a cultural and societal statement. In interviews, she has spoken passionately about the lack of representation for female composers in the classical repertoire and her desire to reshape the musical canon to include more diverse voices. This album is about more than just music. Abrami says it's about telling stories that were silenced, celebrating talent that was overlooked, and inspiring young musicians, especially girls, to believe they belong in this world too. She brings a distinct emotional depth to each piece, her violin becoming a voice for those who went unheard. Through meticulous research and careful interpretation, Abrami breathes new life into neglected works, offering both seasoned classical fans and new listeners an accessible and moving experience. The release of Women comes at a time when conversation about gender equality in the arts are gaining momentum. Institutions around the world are beginning to resist their programming and give space to composers who have long been excluded. Abrami's album adds a vital dimension to this dialogue, not just an artistic achievement but as a call to action. Music critics and audience alike have praised Women for its ambition, sensitivity, and historical importance. It is a project that challenges norms, invites reflection, and above all, honors the creative voices that history nearly forgets. With Women, Esther Abrami has crafted more than an album. She has sparked a momentum Each track is a reminder that the story of classical music is far richer and more diverse than many textbooks have acknowledged. And by shedding a light on these remarkable women, Abrami is helping to write a new canon, one that finally includes the voices that always deserve to be heard. This is it from this special report. You were watching Desi TV USA. Thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz.
Neurological care is a pressing healthcare challenge in Pakistan. That's why Helping Hand USA is building Kind R, a world-class hospital with 130 plus clinics that is set to establish new standards for neurological care in Pakistan. As the first phase nears completion, anticipation is growing for the launch in the second half of 2025. Give zakat and sadaqah through Helping Hand USA today and join this historic endeavor to redefine future healthcare in Pakistan.